Hey there, fellow drinkers of fancy bubbles. Whether you call it soda water, sparkling water, fizzy water, or that drink that makes you burp in public, carbonated water is everywhere. You've seen it in cans, bottles, and those overpriced tall glasses at hipster cafes. But have you ever wondered who decided, you know what? Regular water is fine, but let's make it tingle. Today we're diving into the unexpectedly weird, slightly nerdy, and surprisingly fizzy history of carbonated water, from its laboratory birth to its rise as a symbol of class, health, and occasional cocktail snobbery. The curious invention of carbonated water. Join us today right here on History of Food. First, let's time travel back to the 1700s, a time before artificial carbonation existed. If you wanted fizzy water, you had to go to a natural mineral spring. People thought those bubbling waters were magic. They weren't just drinking it for refreshment. They genuinely believed it could cure everything from indigestion to the plague. Rich folks would take vacations to places like Bath in England or Spa in Belgium. Yes, that's where the word spa comes from, just to sip the mystical, naturally sparkling water. Imagine traveling for days just to drink something you could now get from a vending machine. Fast forward to Leeds, England in 1767. Our main character enters the scene, Joseph Priestley. He's a clergyman, a chemist, and the kind of guy who probably would have been your weirdest science teacher in high school. Priestley was curious about all things in nature, and in his case, curious means hanging around breweries. One day, while poking around near a vat of fermenting beer, he noticed a mysterious gas hovering above the liquid. Instead of thinking, maybe I shouldn't inhale this, he thought, let's trap it and see what happens. That gas was carbon dioxide. Priestley started experimenting, figuring out how to dissolve it into plain water. He didn't know it at the time, but he had just created the first ever artificially carbonated water. Congratulations, Joe. You made water exciting. Priestley wasn't interested in making money from his discovery. Instead, he handed out his fizzy creation to friends. People were amazed and a little confused. It's water, but spicy? The drink's popularity grew, but another man saw real business potential. Johann Schweppe, a German-Swiss watchmaker turned amateur scientist. In the 1780s, Schweppe developed a practical way to mass-produce carbonated water. And yes, that's the same Schweppe behind the brand that still exists today. Back then, carbonated water wasn't seen as a casual drink. It was marketed as a health tonic. Doctors claimed it could help digestion, improve mood, and probably fix your marriage if you drank enough of it. People bought it from pharmacies in glass bottles with fancy corks. It didn't take long before someone thought, why stop at water? Let's add flavors. Enter the birth of soda pop. Ginger ale, tonic water, lemon soda, all starting from the base of carbonated water. For much of the 19th century, drinking carbonated water was a bit of a status symbol. If you had it at your table, it meant you had money, or at least access to a soda fountain. Restaurants and hotels started offering it as part of a luxurious dining experience. By the early 1900s, carbonated water became more accessible thanks to home siphons, those chrome, trigger-activated bottles you see in old black and white movies. They were the Keurig machines of their time, except instead of bad coffee, you got instant bubbles. By the mid-20th century, carbonated water was no longer just for fancy hotels or pharmacies. It was in every supermarket, either plain or as part of flavored sodas. Unfortunately for plain, sparkling water, the sugary versions took over the spotlight. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, root beer, leaving carbonated water as the boring cousin at the soda family reunion. But then something happened. People started to get health conscious again. Suddenly, sparkling water was cool. It was marketed as the guilt-free alternative to soda. No sugar, no calories, just the thrill of the fizz. Brands like Perrier, San Pellegrino, and later LaCroix became fashion statements in beverage form. Today, carbonated water is everywhere. You can get it in tiny glass bottles that cost more than a coffee, in giant plastic jugs from the supermarket, or make it yourself at home with a countertop carbonation machine. It's in cocktails, mocktails, and even recipes. Yes, some people put sparkling water in pancake batter for fluffiness. There's even a social media subculture dedicated to rating different sparkling waters. People debate bubble size, mouthfeel, and whether natural lime essence is an actual thing or just clever marketing. Of course, not everyone loves it. Some folks think carbonated water tastes like TV static or angry rain. Scientists say that the bite you feel isn't just the bubbles, it's your taste buds detecting the mild acidity from the carbonic acid. Some love that sharp edge. Others think it's nature's way of saying, drink something else. So why does carbonated water feel so satisfying? Part of it is the sound, that sharp hiss when you crack it open. Part of it is the feel, tiny bubbles dancing on your tongue. And part of it is pure psychology. We associate it with celebration. Think about it. Champagne, beer, soda, all fizzy. Sparkling water just borrows that festive energy without the hangover or sugar crash. From Joseph Priestley's brewery experiments to billion-dollar brands, carbonated water has gone from accidental lab curiosity to a global beverage empire. It's been a health drink, a status symbol, a mixer, and a lifestyle choice. Whether you love it, hate it, or only drink it when it's free at a wedding, it's here to stay, one fizzy sip at a time. So next time you crack open a can of sparkling water, raise it in a little toast to Joseph Priestley, the man who looked at beer foam and thought, yeah, I should drink that. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the bubbly history of carbonated water, give this video a like, share it with your fellow fizz fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more curious stories from the world of food and drink. Thank you for watching.